special characters over your name, do
Me?
you? Yeah. You do?
Yep. Over the I, over the A, and over the E.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that here.
So you right click my name in the whisper window and it says copy character name. Copy character. You can paste it, copy. Whatever you need to do with it.
We're just getting some promo stuff put out there.
That was more drama than I needed.
There we go. I have it now set up so every time our markers get removed off of our head, it automatically puts it right back again. But Rain leading for years and just now figure out how to do that.
Copy character name or
No.
what?
The reapply markers, part of MRT. I'm also working on the auto invite the group as well. So you just click a button. It's supposed to be able to do that. I have the roster saved. Just gotta figure it out next. It's all your own personal stuff. Hopefully you brought it with you tonight.
Plethora of things. I've got chaos, I've got magic, I've got haste, I've got mercy. Whose side?
Rex missed the feast, it looks like.
That's all right. I got personal.
Excited because Farm's not here to give me a class.
I bought
I'm very proud of you.
500 Ballad Arts bounty, so I'm good.
Like probably 2 minutes.
Anybody have some temperate potions I could buy?
I have a couple I have some 2 stars I can give you. How many need?
10?
I'm good to go whenever everyone else is.
That was Cog. Who needed this? It was Cog, right? You needed him?
No, that was
That was
Allie.
Allie.
Oh, Allie trade. As you're refusing trades, Allie.
I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Did you get some?
Nah, it's okay.
Try one more time here. There it goes.
Wasn't Farm planning to be here just a little late?
Yeah, there's nothing in it, Sam. Oh,
I'm working
there we
on
go.
it.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Check again. Let's get them. I want to put some markers down for us. So the ads seem to spawn at X. That's a horrible marker. The other one's there. We don't have Kim yet. Let's make sure that when we pull the boss, we pull him back towards here, night, so that you and I can make it to these outside edge and don't dump.
Sorry, just checking a bunch of things, clearing up some Discord stuff.
Black shit off at the front of the room as much as we can help it. Just a little change to what we've been doing, especially since we don't have Farm here. Take that portal, it was sure damn nice. Alright, make sure we're rolling those coins back in because it does a lot of damage to the tanks. Yeah, here we go.
Them's and the sluggish as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flame and coin.
Alright, flaming coin. Polo, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Appreciate it greatly.
Coin and bomb.
Alright, coin and bomb, so make sure we're not running into everyone's lines and that we kill the bombs. If you're not fixated, please stand behind them.
You call out the north spot things are up above the cave.
Get that bomb down. Get a bolt in there quickly. Get away from the ads are going to come out. Do not run the lines through people.
They did reset their gaze.
Thank you, guys.
Flame and bomb.
Alright, flame and bomb.
Can't make it away. Set yourself up behind you. He's coming up.
Bombs.
These can be CC'd and such, so take advantage of that. Remember, they just leave the big circles on the ground. And watch the tornadoes. They'll go out and then in.
Should I get alley up?
Yes, please.
Every tornado coming back.
Get yourself set up. Oh, no, wait.
Shock and flame.
Smack as soon as it comes out.
Shock and flame.
Yep, get it in.
That's what she said.
Quickly. Up the floor.
Use your extra action button to get it in. Yep.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock. Or coin and or yeah. Shock and bomb, shock and bomb, shock and bomb. That's the one. I misread it, that's my fault. Yeah, it's like the bots are up.
Bomb and shock.
Alright, shock and flame.
So set up. Put it on you again, Knight.
In a race.
Yeah, shock has no DPS on it, so we're done.
us. No, we got one.
I'm
No,
sorry, ally. Did I murder you with that coin at the start?
I had no idea what happened. You fired it off and I was on it as well, and it was a one-shot.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Not your fault. It's just, I guess we just can't go for the same coin.
I guess it's bad luck.
Hey, so all 3 ads need to die every time, right?
Yes.
But the
Yeah,
priority is the 2 that we
third-
need to put in.
Yeah, the 3rd ad, it always seems like it's just me and like maybe one other person hitting it. It's always just everybody seems to go right to the boss, and the other ads just got one or two.
I mean, I would say that about the ads we have to kill.
But
I mean-
yeah, I'm just saying there's always that 3rd one up, and it seems like it's just me and one other person hitting it. That last one, I don't know what happened.
Should we use a cauldron or should I use personal flask?
Farm.
Farm's coming. He's making a long trek here.
Okay, no problem.
Does this fight get more chaotic as it goes on? It seems like it. Seems super fun, but intense.
You can start with some of the harder ones and try to move to easier ones instead of starting with the easier ones and moving to harder ones.
Yeah, we did an excellent job on the bombs when they came out. That wasn't
It's-
an issue. The first set.
The issue here is not a matter of the order that we're going in. I think that's perfectly fine. The problems that we're running into are the ads are staying up way too long. So many people are not getting coin buff, poker chip buff. Like, I can look through buff up time and see 0% on some people. Like, you have to get close to it. And then we just have to do, like, it's very small. It's like 3 yards. Yeah, it's unfortunately small.
Does that matter for healers? I mean, is it,
Yeah, it's a DPS and healing increase.
So can you explain to us how you get it? Do you stand near the line that coin draws on the floor, or do
Yep.
you stand near the coin's destination?
No, you have to be at, as it rolls by, you have to be right near it.
Okay,
Yeah, within one like body width of it.
What's that thing called?
High roller.
Jenny, there is a line when it's coming back, but it doesn't go the entire length of the arena. So since it's being usually shot from one of the back corners, it only goes maybe a third to a half of the width of the area. You do still get the buff. Yeah, just as you see a coin roll past, try and be like right next to it. Like you see me jumping, like the distance from me to Borax is about how close you need to be.
Bar brought some ads. I'm sorry, repeat your question, Knight. WoW logs and details.
Thought it was close enough, but evidently not.
Or do you have cauldrons and such?
Yes, we're somehow stuck in combat. We can go ahead and get a closet out for fail though.
probably one of those sentry ads way back there, just chilling.
be a guy at the table. Find anything over there?
That's it. Kill them all.
Oh, Kyle said back to him. Maybe that. Here we go.
I'm on this way.
I don't know why they can't just like implement something like a line you cross as you enter the boss room and it resets aggro on everyone.
Because you know what everybody would do. They just run all the trash to the boss and reset it. And get
Okay, but they're throwing so many trash mobs at us in this place that just run away. It's just no surprise that this happens every single time.
I was kind of hoping that would kill me.
It doesn't kill you.
No,
How'd
but
you
if
click
make
it?
stronger.
Oh, I didn't click it. I think it's just the animation.
We should be able to go back upstairs. I think we're out combat now.
Sam, have you been on the slide?
Mm-hmm. On the slide.
Yeah, slide for good luck.
Really solid pull that last pull. What did we get him down to? I forgot. Didn't see.
Almost like
35.
30s.
30% triggers phase 2. That's the goal. By the time we get through all the spins, we need to be at 30%. Preferably before.
And that was the last spin we were on right there, right? Or did we have one more?
Yeah, we had one more to go. We were on the last one, actually.
Very good. That's what I thought. Yeah, and then it's just a burn on the boss, so we're real close to making it there. And that 30% might be our best pull, so I'll thank you for the feast again. Okay, no, that seemed to work pretty good for us, right? Keeping it out here.
Yeah.
We can make it to the wall.
The enforcement works, yeah. Like, you can put two right here.
Yeah, I'm trying not to put it where they have to stand to kill those ads, so I'll try to stay away from that area altogether. Unless we, like, sometimes when he gets, after he puts out the ads, he instantly puts the tank debuff on you, and the only chance you have is, you know, right there or on the other side. So I'm kind of saving those for in that situation when that happens. It only happened to be the one time, that last time, and the one time it did the countdown like it was going to do it to you, and somehow it didn't. So, warrior buff, druid buff.
We have 20 people. Everyone can grab 2 charges out of the flask, so 2.5 charges or 2.5 people's worth are still sitting there. And same thing with the potions. Everyone can get 4 stacks. Call them dwarves.
I will tattle on myself. I am missing an enchant, believe it or not. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I can't believe it. I looked at the list. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I had switched my chess piece last night. Waiting for a failing. Be ready?
There's still a charge for the flask and a couple of charges for the
Dale, let us know when you're ready. Okay.
Heroic Pro, I guess it is Kath. One-armed bandit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin. Just shooting stuff in and out. Stand near these blue lines. Give Jenny or let up. I'll be one of them.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb. Don't try to fight the one that's chasing you. Well, I watched someone else stand right next to their bomb, like backpedal periodically, and was trying to attack it. Just run.
Hey, I didn't die.
I'm proud of you.
Don't encourage the boy.
I can do whatever I want today.
Warax, when you say watch the lines, can you say more about what you're saying there?
The lines that connect the bomb to whoever it is they're fixating on, if you run through those, you'll also explode.
I don't quite understand how we deal with that. There's just chaos at that point. Like,
Kill them fast. You just gotta watch where other people are running.
Maybe like multi-target just for that specific part because they're all like grouped at that 1 second.
Yeah, you just if you don't have a line on you, you just got to be behind them and just blow them up. They can't run into you. They run into you. It's bad. So
it just seems like some of them are staying up for far too long.
Yeah, I mean, I keep. I'm not sure how. Like, I don't have the cadence yet of knowing when they're coming out. So I'm getting on my cooldowns and blasting them a little bit late already. So if anybody can help out by making sure they announce that, I hate to put that on other people. But the bottom line is, if anybody can, that'd be real helpful for me because I can warm up on them faster.
Do they target only specific people and then
Nope.
and then just those people, or do they keep switching? Like
The
if
only
you're
people
targeted at first, do you get targeted a little bit later?
The only mobs that will not get targeted are the tanks. Or the only raid members that will not get targeted are the tanks. Everyone else is free game. You just have to pay attention. Again, there are things with bigwigs, because that's what I'm using, that allow you to emphasize whether or not you're being fixated, whether or not you get the high roller buff. You can select it to play different sounds, things like that. Like, there are ways that we can get around this. This is one of those fights, and Mythic's going to be the same, where utilizing the resources inside your boss mods and not using them out of box are going to be very, very helpful. And they have a, like, at least on my nameplates, they have a countdown timer for when they're going to switch.
But they do switch. So what I was, because I didn't think I was targeted, but then a few seconds later, it seemed like I was targeted. So I just wondered if they do that.
If someone dies, yes, they'll switch. If they run out of time, yes, they'll switch.
Warx, that's explosive gaze, right?
Correct. Like, I have mine in my big rig set to do the runaway little girl sound when I get fixated.
And for those who are in here too, and I'm just looking right now, you should be running big wigs and or DBM, or both. Some people are both. Blood for Punishment run both. There's a few other people that are, but you should be running one of those. That makes it a lot easier when you're playing than this, and for callouts and stuff. And there are ways to change settings, and if people want to do distinctive sounds for different things, Big Wigs does that really easily. So does DBM. I'm more familiar changing into Big Wigs. If you have questions on it, let me know, and I can help you with that, because I do a lot of that for tanking. Okay, let's get some more pulls in.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to win.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin. Alright, next spin to wins in 7 seconds, so be ready for the next set. Go ahead and grab a high roller buff if you can.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Four explosive gazes on that. Is that when somebody blows up, right?
If somebody runs through the line.
Flame and bomb.
It's a golden smiley face. It's the debuff that you get.
Yeah, it also
It's a debuff. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
A golden smiley face.
Okay.
I think you might get it by crossing that path right after it goes by. I'm not sure, but it seems like it Yeah, I have to pay closer attention.
Okay. Then you should run that. Or whoever's asking. So this line right here. So this is the coin line. He's got to be like right next to it. You don't have to be in the line. He's got to be right next to it.
Yeah, if you're in the line, you're gonna get stunned for like 8 seconds, take a lot of damage, and not get it.
So Jenny, you had a pretty good uptime of it at the beginning of the fight. Towards the end, you didn't have this much.
Yeah, this is the problem. But LA is always gonna not get it when we're getting the ad because we're very rarely near it. I'm sure. I mean, maybe maybe I suck. I don't know, but
You're actually right up there with Drip. You two are about the same for the uptime.
Okay.
How long does the death buff last when you get it?
Like 20 seconds or so.
Okay, all right. So
You had a pretty good uptime.
You don't have to hit every coin. Okay. Yeah, I set DBM to play us out when I get it, but I wasn't getting it again, and so I must have just still had it.
Mm-hmm.
What I still can't get was, like, I need some help on figuring out when those bombs are coming out. It's driving me freaking nuts.
Okay. Yeah, we'll call that when that happens. Alright, let's get some more pulls in. Warrior buff, please. There's a hammer in the back of the room. Lead and oak, you guys probably need to repair. You guys are yellow on here. Well, so we don't have to waste another hammer. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flame and coin.
One coin.
Let's go back into the group. Little coins come back in the group.
Coin and bomb.
Coin bomb.
This is going to be the bomb coming up once I put both of them in. The bomb's coming in, so guys get ready. Get this guy down, hard switch to those bombs. Not get hit with the lines.
Turn back on boss.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb.
This next group of bombs can be CC'd.
Yep. Go ahead and rifle works. Knight got it before I even asked. Alright, Spindlewind's coming up. Flames are coming in, watch your feet.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Dip incoming.
And if you have the buff, by the way, if you stand next to a poker chip, it does refresh your buff, so you can get a really high uptime on it.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock. It doesn't stack, it just refreshes. I've got a weak aura that I tested out. I'll share it after this poll or whenever we get a chance. We got 2 more left. Shock and bomb. Fraud detected. We didn't get it fast enough. Make sure you have your extraction button bound or in a place where you can very easily target the boss.
When those chips fall, they deal raid-wide damage to everyone. So when he gets that angry 500% damage, it murders everyone every time he fires a chip out.
How do you get the angry 500% damage?
By not putting the chips in time.
Yeah, we didn't put the 2 buffs in.
I used my little free res.
So do we get those nasty bombs later? Or are we only going to get 2 cycles of those, or will we get
Correct.
more later? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not going them out early because they're kind of annoying. And then the shock ones are technically the hardest ones, but I have faith. So I linked in Raid Chat, and if I need to, I'll put it in Discord. The weak aura that I use, it's just a little icon that tells you when you have the buff. And so you can install that, put that somewhere, and it'll pop up when you have it and disappear when you don't have it. It's fun ass fight to heal journey. Yeah, I obviously Windwalker, so I've done it on normal, but I have not done it on heroic. But as you can see, I've got a pretty solid.
Yeah, the uptimes are a lot better.
So yeah, if you prefer the weak aura route, there's a weak aura there. Just because it'll be helpful.
Hey Lord, work on your uptime. You had just a little. It looks like you only got hit with 2 coins that time for your uptime.
And to give you an idea, I mean, we were at 33%. We still had 1 more roll to go. So that's the kind of pace that we need to be on. So from a damage perspective, we were doing really, really well there.
Yeah, it'll help your damage out quite a bit. So yeah, you should strive for about 50%. We have a couple people in the 45s, and then a whole bunch of people that are in the 30s and lower. It looks like most people, even a lot of the melee now, are like Jenny, you were 66%. So you were asking about it the last time.
I can get DBM to tell me, or I can get Bigwigs to tell me when I get it. I can't tell them, it won't tell me when it drops, so I can figure that out.
Yeah.
You just basically got to hit the coin pretty much every time you see it.
Try to get next to it.
Yeah.
At least every other one.
45% oak. So you did pretty good on that too.
Where do you see that?
It's in. So you go
Warcraft
to,
logs.
Warcraft logs, and you click on debuffs, and then you click on the high roller, and then you can it'll expand and show all the players in raid. And then after each pull, you just hit refresh, and it'll pull up the last pull.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find it in details. I couldn't find it. Okay.
Yeah, details isn't tracking it actually. It's strictly logs. It's a debuff uptime, so it won't show up.
Oh, true.
Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, go,
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin. I'll grab the coin.
You got a second five on mine when I die on this.
Coming ship.
Alright, next spin to win is coming.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
These are gonna be the bomb ones.
Yep. Oh, come on. There's a poker chip in the static.
Yeah, that'll get it.
Yeah, bomb and coin. We killed the ad, but nobody picked it up. So let's go ahead and get a res out. Just wipe.
Got one uncanted.
So what happened there?
So
We killed the ad, but no one picked up the thing.
and put it in the boss.
And by the time myself or someone else got to it, it was too late.
Get another pull. It's not a big deal to pick it up. Just pick it up. You can put it in if it's the one that we call out. You can put it in any time.
Yeah.
Then when the second one gets put in, it activates, right? So.
And when you put it in, so when the bomb one goes in is when the bombs spawn.
No. It's when both coins go in.
The second one goes. Okay.
Yeah. Takes 2 coins to play. Here we go. But really, we want to get them both in as fast as possible.
2,
So.
1.
Where's the big mummy of this thing I was talking about?
Alright, so flaming coin will be up first.
Flame and coin.
I'm jamming in. Watch out.
Chip.
Alright, spin to wind's coming out. This will be bomb and
Coin and bomb.
coin.
Bomb's coming out now.
Bombs are out. Cannot see CD.
And your system got off a bunch of free damage.
Could we run away and group up for the bomb spawn, and then everybody run like clockwise or counterclockwise to try to prevent crossing lines?
Yeah, I mean,
damage, do
they do.
What's it called?
Gaze of something. Yeah, if you cross the line, it does do damage. It does wide damage.
Yeah, what's it called then?
It's a gaze of something.
Explosive
The
gaze.
gaze is the damage that the line does to you. So when you're targeted, it's doing a little bit of damage to you.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah. The walking dynamite chases are in play for 12 seconds. Upon reaching the target, it explodes. Does damage in heroic and mythic difficulties. The dynamite booty explosion additionally inflicts fire damage over time. So it does damage while it's fixating. So yeah, it doesn't. It's not a matter of going through the lines. It looks like.
Yeah, the reason I was asking about grouping up in, like, let's say circle, is so that the range that can cleave have an easier time versus all of the mobs being spread out.
Well, they're gonna spawn on the boss, and boss is gonna be around Moon at that time. So what I would say is put yourself between Moon and Circle, and then everyone run to Circle, and then go clockwise around the room if you need more room.
I was also thinking, whoever has a boss, when those come out, try to put them like where X is, and so they have enough room. We'll talk.
If I was running out towards the edge because I didn't want to cross anything, but I think if we all agree that we go clockwise with it, then at least we won't run into each other with bombs.
Yeah, so they're gonna spawn at Moon most likely, because that's roughly where the boss is almost every time.
We're gonna switch it to X so you guys have more room. That's
Just for
when
that.
that comes out. Yeah.
Just for the ads.
So run them all the way across the circle and then right?
Yeah. Hopefully by the time you get to circle, they're dead. So
And then if you get to circle and then run to your left, which is clockwise.
Yep.
Okay.
all right. There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flame and coin.
Coin?
Chip.
It baited me. Always been on where the side of shock. Not shock. Flame and coin. Flame and coin. Our next spindle in is coming. It's going to be coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Once the bomb gets put in, everybody hit the condom. Everybody hit the condom. Everybody hit the condom.
It did switch gaze, so be mindful. Alright, they're all down.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb. These are ones that you can.
The coin over here by the boss.
Yep, these are the ones you can CC.
Those are the compare coins over here on this side of the room by boss.
Got him.
Alright, head out, head out, head out. Alright. Now watch your feet, because these are going to come back. These tornado pools are going to come back. Here they come.
Chip.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Chip's coming. Chip.
Coins in quickly. These could be CPC this time.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, we got a bunch of poker chips out.
That waves are coming back in.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock.
Chip. Chip. Chip.
Going right through boss.
Another chip.
Alright, last spin.
Bomb and shock.
So bomb and shock.
Are you gonna get the nasty bombs this time?
Yeah, but they can be CC.
Chip.
That's yep, phase 2. Basically, everything's going on. Dude, those ships are finicky.
There's one more spot in here that
Yep.
Use any personals and health stones and health pots that you have. Second potions are up. Oh. At this point, you might want to try to run him back towards where he was originally standing. Give you guys more room.
Yep.
Keep it up. Hellstones, personals, any defensive cooldowns that you've got, any healer cooldowns. If there's Tranquility or Aura Mastery, or Spirit Link would be good right here too. If you have them, use them. Just use them. I don't care when, how. Darkness, AMZs, everything. This is the expert raid leading up. Don't die.
Spectre's blood.
Ah! If I'm alive for longer, that boss is dead.
1.3. That's an accurate
No, 0.99.
I have 1.33.
There.
Can we take a break?
Yeah. This is,
Oh man, fucking
I just
crazy.
made that week where just to see when you have the token on you a little better, because there's so much shit going on. I missed it a couple of times, so that will just put an icon up that bounces in front of you that says you have token whatever on you.
And that's for like the shock coin flame things.
Oh yeah, I apologize for getting you killed there.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. I don't know why I died. Pull.
5, 4,
No, we are not.
3,
Dude, party timer.
1.
That'll kill.
Yeah, our goal is to have everybody in that 50% category for that of time. We're very close to having that, and that probably would also help with killing the boss as well.
So Sam, once we hit stage 2, we could probably start bringing one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. I'm good with that. I was like trying to save room as much as we can and just work our way over to that other side. I think it worked out good. I mean, we had plenty of room. The whole room floor was pretty much open.
Every time it's a big mission, I'm able to have
I also think we saved Hero for that 30%.
Yeah, we possibly could. My only concern is how much damage are we gonna lose at the start if we do that.
Yeah, well, it's not, yeah. Well, I'm curious to see, but that's the burn phase at the end, right?
According to this, I had 95% uptime on high roller.
Sure you had 62%.
I don't know. I looked at the last colon that said claimed on it, and I was like, maybe I misread it or something.
Check what details is doing.
Highest was
I was
90,
looking in the
80%.
I was
Mine
getting
80.
coins.
Yeah, the night was 80%. Shadid 77. Firefox was 76. I was at 47. They always the coins always come out of the boss when I have to run away and drop off my freaking puddle every single time.
Oh man, how was I fourth on damage?
That's pretty cool.
It's cool, I'll plant myself in the middle, ignore the mechanics.
There you go.
Alright, story time while we're in the rest of break. So once upon a time, I was a Moonkin main. It was back in Burning Crusade and Wrath. But back then, switching characters wasn't as common as it is now. And it's really funny to me. Yeah, that I was playing Rogue at the time, so highest DPS. And so one of the things that I was looking into when I was like initially looking to switch was that I was just not really having fun with Rogue. Like Combat Rogue in those days was the most dull, boring spec on the face of the earth. I can still tell you the rotation to this day because it is etched into my brain. But the talent tree changes in Burning Crusade made quite a few more specs quite a bit more viable. And I started leveling a druid because for when we did like alt raids, I wanted to have a healer. I was mainly going to be Resto Druid healer. But as I was leveling, I didn't play Feral, which was technically the best leveling spec because Feral. Because I'd already been playing Rogue, I didn't want to play Rogue Light. So I was like, I'll just level its balance. Yes, it'll take longer, but we'll see. And as I was playing it, it got to be like more and more intriguing, more and more interesting. So then I started looking into it randomly as like a viability, can it be done type thing. So back then, Balanced Druid was, of course, a Mark of the Wild buff. It was a Insect Swarm debuff, which gave minus chance to hit to enemies to all targets. So it was useful for tanks to help them with their mitigation. Although Warriors didn't like it. Paladins loved it. But Warriors didn't like it. And then Fairy Fire was a 45-second 45-second debuff that you put on the target that reduced armor. It was as good as Sunder armor at 5 stacks, which again, had to be careful with. But it also provided your entire raid 3% hit. Now, hit rating back in those days was vitally important. And so 3% hit was allowing people to take off something like 40 or 50 hit off of their gear. Now, it still had some mana problems in Burning Crusade because it relied heavily on Wrath for the most damage, and then you did Starfire for more mana-efficient damage. But I got to playing it, and I was playing it like, basically I was raid logging my Rogue and PvP logging my Rogue because I was doing arenas at the time. Other than that, I was always on my Druid. I was gearing, doing dungeon groups, even as a healer, to just get as much gear as I could. And so one day I went to my Guildmaster and I said, hey man, we've got 5 rogues, or we had 4 rogues, an enhancement shaman, a fury warrior, and an arms warrior that all wanted Wind Fury buff. And this is back when in BC, TBC, buffs were party-wide, not raid-wide. And so I went to him and I said, hey, I'm not having fun playing Rogue anymore. I can provide 5% crit to the party as Moonkin and everything else. So I basically had to write up like, it was almost a 2,000 word essay on why me switching from the highest DPS spec in the game in Rogue to one of the most unknown DPS spec was actually useful. And I had to provide all this data. I did a bunch of number crunching. I then had to go into dungeons. And the goal was that when I got it geared is that I had to be within 10% DPS of our Marksmanship Hunter. And he didn't make it easy. And if I could do that, then they would authorize the switch. Now we used the DKP system, so I would lose half my DKP so that I wasn't going in and immediately rolling on like Biz caster gears over casters that have been playing casters for years. I agreed to that very quickly. And went from there. Now my guild was on Lady Vash when I made the switch. when I made the switch, I became the #1 ranked Moonkin in terms of proc in NA, and #2 worldwide. There was one guild that their guild had cleared Serpent Shrine, and were on Kael'thas. Actually, they were proccing Fel. I think it was Loot Reaper. They were on Fel Reaper after killing Alar, so they were 2 of 4 or something like that. Of that raid. So I wasn't very far behind. And when I made the move, a lot of people were questioning it. And then the Guildmaster basically posted my essay in our forums that we had at the time, because guild websites and stuff like that weren't super common. We had forums. And so that was how I became a Moonkin, is I just had to basically prove myself over time. Now, if I wanted to switch to Moonkin now, they would A, think I'm nuts, but B, no one would think twice about it, and getting it prepped would be really, really easy. Whereas back in the day, getting a character switched,
Everybody's back.
I need a res though.
I strongly recommend a wonderful add-on called Leatrix Plus. It has a bunch of quality of life options. One of them is that you can automatically accept reses from your party or raid members. It won't do battle reses. It's just the out-of-combat reses.
What's it called?
Leatrix Plus. Alright.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of quality of life enhancements.
I'm gonna snooze those ads for a little bit, so...
It's the Raging Cajun.
How's the raids been treating you?
I haven't been offshore since the last time, but shoreside's been pretty crazy lately.
We're stuck. Hang on. I got.
Everybody loves them cheap gas prices.
Let's check the. Do we have another feast? Looks like some people also could use repair, or we can wait till next time.
My headphone record.
Repairs down.
Feast down.
So the cord that I use for my headset to charge it can also plug into my phone, because hooray, not iPhone USB 3s. And so it's plugged into my phone right now. But because of where it's at, obviously, it can get caught up in my wheels of my chair, which eventually I'm going to replace, because you've been able to hear it.
Checking. Alright, let's have a nice clean pool. We got had a really good pull that last time, so let's clean it up just a little bit, stay alive, and let's get the boss time.
Let's save Hero for P2, and let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best call. Alright, here we go. Still use your flask on the
5,
pole.
4, 3, 2.
Ready to win,
Yep.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Yep.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chips. No one can touch these.
What?
Should have ran the ads.
What does it kill you?
Flame and bomb.
So did we decide that crossing lines is not the problem?
No, it's actually getting hit by bomb.
It's actually having that thing touch. It only, I just ran through one, it did nothing to me. So it only seems to matter if it runs through and touches the person that it's targeting. So don't be damaging your own bomb. It's up to you to stay away from the thing, and it does switch, so you have to be careful. You just the thing is you can't you let that thing touch you. It does so much damage. It's a wipe for the rate.
But then more emphasis on just kiting fast instead of kiting in any careful way.
Yeah, well, what people are doing is they have one attached to them, and like there's Knight right here, and he's the bomb, and I stop, and then he touches me, because I'm DPSing it. I'm trying to do this slow walk backwards and DPS at the same time. You can't do that. You got to get away from the damn thing, or as soon as it touches you, it's a wipe for the ring. Nice. Check. All buffs. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win, baby!
Flame and coin.
And coin. Lost so much fucking uptime on that buff.
Yep.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
I'm down.
Resin.
Coin is one yet?
Yeah, coin and bomb.
Everybody caught him? Everybody caught him? What? We have soul stone out.
How good is that debuff in terms of damage increase? Do you know?
10%.
10%. I got stunned like 2 or 3 times while trying to get it without success in actually getting it. So I don't know what the best technique is for.
Be right next to the line, not in it.
Yeah, sometimes I do that and nothing happens.
Yeah,
It's a really, really tight radius.
Yeah, you gotta be really close to it.
Like it's closer than the distance between farm and his really strange dog.
Oh no, I'm at least that close. And nothing happens.
No, you need to be like significantly closer than that. You need to be like less than half that distance.
I love when we didn't get it under AMG and only like one person like me. I was like the only one that got it. So I don't know if he was put out of that or what, but
I don't think it was that. I don't think it prevents you from getting it.
maybe I was the person that got it. There was like a spot where like a V where everybody was standing in the V and only one person got it.
You get it on both directions, right? When they roll out and when they roll back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems like when they roll back, it's really hard to get it. If you have to, like,
I would use anything that makes it go fast. To get to without running. Yeah, a month takes to be really good on this boss.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you just can't let the things touch you. So. I think it's not worth burning them. It just costs too much. Here we go. Famous fruit is boss got pulled.
Farm.
Yep.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
chips.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Yep. Chip. Chips are going through group. Watch out for the circles.
We're down to healers. Wipe it up.
So let's kill people.
Yeah, just check. I was trying to see what you looked up at was. I have no idea.
That,
Check
yeah,
the-
you got a coin roll over you.
Yeah, it was the intersection. The V.
You and Cog both had coins roll over you at the same time. It came from the back, so there was ones that came out the front, and Shadu called coin, or I think he said chip, and so we stood in the V, and if you didn't catch someone coming through your back, you got hit. It was right in the middle.
That's where it was then. 'Cause I was
It was
like,
bad luck on that, but
Yeah.
what's the issue on that on the intermission there on the bombs? Morax or somebody fighting those things? Can we...
That was healers dying to the line being on them and doing that damage over time.
So that stuff's just not dying fast enough.
Is that pay line? Because I'm getting trucked for 5
Yeah.
million on that.
Yeah, if you get fixated, you're gonna take damage over time.
Yeah, but one of those hits was 5 million, followed by 1 million, all in 1 second.
So pay line is that's raid wide, and that's every single time he puts out a poker chip. Is the pay line. So there's nothing you can do about that.
That's the poker chip getting rolled out and falling over, right?
No, it's the poker chip coming out of him is the pay line. So he gets a pay line, and then he as a win, he puts out the poker chips.
That's can't do anything about that, right?
No, nothing you can do about that. The big thing is it's hard switching and killing these ads as fast as possible. So like heading to condom so that they all stay together, group together, and people can come in and cleave the shit out of them, get them down. That's the winning combination. If people are running around in all different directions and causing yours to take longer to get killed, then that's part of the thing. I think it's wrecking us. I mean, everybody that's got those lines on them heads to condom. Everybody else kills them, and then hopefully you don't have to move, and hopefully they're dead before you have to move. And if you have to move, you go clockwise. But everybody should be going to condom. We're not dropping the crap off at condom. That's pretty clear on that side of the room.
I think I'm gonna save Aura Mastery for that pay line then, because that hit me for 6 mil, 2 hits in the same second, and then 1 million every second after that. That's I've only got 9 million health.
Yeah, that's it. So, okay. Here, check this picture.
You know, I think the combination of that plus movement, there's just less overall healing going out there. So you have that passive healer cooldown.
You don't even necessarily have to go all the way to condom. Like if the boss is getting all those ads are getting dropped off by X, like even if you start here in the middle of the room just so you can get some topped off and then backtrack from there, that's fine.
The idea is that you're all going in the same direction and not panic running around. Because I'm looking at the video here, there's people running to the sides, and their bomb is being pulled out of the group and following. So, and that's just the graphical overlay in logs. So, you can clearly see it. Shadu, let me know when you're ready.
Ready? Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin. Flame and coin.
Chips. Chips. Another chip.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chips. Watch out. Chip.
Fucking what? No. No. Goddamn game.
Chips, watch out. Chips have a big circle, get out of them.
There, switching gaze, switching gaze. Wipe it up.
Like it.
So confirm that AMG does not. It doesn't.
Flame and bomb.
I got it wrong.
Yes, we're wiping.
Works on the sprint to Condom. If we have a coin, we don't want to shoot it at Condom, right? We want to just throw it away.
Yeah, either shoot it in a different direction, for sure.
I just got a on the res thing, hardtail jumper cables. Has anyone else seen that? Is that
Yeah.
action?
That's the reputation reward for the week.
Is it one of the one for the whole raid? Because I took it earlier on accident because I thought we didn't have one, and I assumed it was per person. But is it one per raid?
Oh,
Or is it per person? So like we didn't have a battle raid, we could use it individually.
I think it's every 30 minutes.
But once per raid though, or once per
Oh.
person?
It's every 30 minutes. I've gotten it. So I've had it 4 times or three times so far.
You've seen it only once every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it only works outside of combat, so I don't think you could do it
It
in
does go
combat.
outside. Right,
Yeah,
but I mean,
outside of
to,
combat.
I mean to res the raid when we have a wipe.
Mhm.
We don't have to raid.
How do you see that now?
You go to your reputation, and then you just click on Galagio loyalty rewards. Click on it, and there's a little bar that says "View Renown."
Yeah, and you have to have turned in the quest. So it's not just having the rep, you have to turn in the quest in the raid to get that.
Yeah, I don't have that rep. I mean, I know that I'm at 4 or 5, but it doesn't show up in my list.
On your mini map, you click the Kaz Algalar summary, and just go to the top, and it should be on there.
Yes, it's not.
They're not in there. No, it's not in the summary.
It is on mine. Need warrior buff, please. Oh, there we go. Just got it. All right, here we go.
Five, four, 2, 1.
Ready to win big!
Chip.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Chip. Chip. Going right to coin. Chip. Chip. Chip.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Gotta make sure we get the lightning down. Hard switch to lightning. And center people, hard switch to lightning. Gotta get it down. Then I'll get bomb down for lightning spread.
Chip.
Bomb in. Get lightning hit. Get the on him. Okay, presents are out.
You're switching. They're all dead. Back on boss.
Yeah, we'll just pull in that
Chip
corner
going
over
through.
there.
Let's go ahead and rest Pharaoh.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb.
Chip. Chip.
I get four of them things like having arrow.
Chip.
A knight pop.
Chip.
Flames are coming back in. Watch your feet.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Chip. 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 Chip.
How many more coin rolls do we have?
Chip.
We have 2 more, I believe.
When's it come back, guys?
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock. Coin.
Chip.
Need more damage on coin.
missed it.
Nope. There was,
Good pull though.
yeah, there were 2 of us on it for like 15 seconds. That's not acceptable.
There was a lot of people still on the boss.
I noticed the coin buff, the pay line. You only get it when you're there before the coin roll is 5. So if you stand by the line after it's already gone by, that there's no benefit. So cognizant when you're asking about that, that seems to be what it is. I paid enough attention.
Even getting close to the back of the coin doesn't help you. You got to be there when it rolls over.
Or you run with it. I'm able to run with it and pick it up sometimes.
That may be true, but it's like if you're standing at it past when the coin is already gone by, it's not happen. It's not the proximity to the line, it's the actual proximity of the roll.
If you have like a burst of mobility or something, like a Shaman Gust of Wind or a Haggard Ash or something like that, you can sometimes catch up to it, but by and large, if you missed it when it rolled past, you're not getting it.
So over half the raid is 60% or higher. And almost the entire raid's at 50%. So
Yeah, that's the type of uptime that's we're fine on the DPS run. Like we had 2 left. We were in the middle of our 6th of 7th pulls and we were at 35%.
Yeah.
Without hero, we've got the damage pace for it. Now it's just a matter of making sure that we stay clean on our mechanics and making sure that we're doing proper target swapping when it's necessary.
and Warx is calling out the coin or to the ads to switch to. We have to make sure that we're switching to them. So, like, I know a lot of people are fired in center, and we have kind of split between the 2 that we're calling that we need that need to be killed, and we do need some people to hard swap over after the center one is killed to the opposite one where there's not a lot of people, so we get that killed as quick as possible. Because if that stays up after the coins are activated, it'll do radar damage as well. So it's a very, very, very important that we get those ads down. And I do see a lot of people just hard targeted and just stay on the boss. So we can't do that on those ads. You have to hard switch those ads. Yeah. Alright, right check.
The strat works. Now it's just a matter of just executing it.
Correct.
It just requires everyone to be paying attention for the next 5 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Tips.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Chip. Chip. Chip.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chip.
Red Oak.
Chip. Chip.
Okay, get the condom. Nobody's hats. Quickly.
Firing up chips.
Both of our hunters are dead, so somebody else is going to work on chips.
We need 2 range DP. Yeah, let's wipe it up. We're doing good there.
Oh no. No. Ow. Ow.
Always wins.
I will say Warx. You were right about the switch to BM. Well, very mobile.
Yeah.
A lot of hammers down in the back.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win big.
Chip.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Chip.
Oops, Black Hunter. Mistake.
Chip. From Boston, from us.
Press candid.
Chip.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chips. Chip.
That's the big one here. Bob's coming up. So get to condom.
Chip. You're coming right where condiment.
They just switched. I'll need another range to help out on chips.
Keep calling chips.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb.
Chips from boss.
Get that shock down.
Chips.
Chips.
Chips from boss. Chips.
The flames are going to be coming back in here shortly, so be mindful of your feet. It's going out, it's going out.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Chips from boss. Chip. Another chip. Chips from boss.
Flames are coming back in.
Chip coming in.
Yes, get him up.
Chip.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock.
Chips from boss. Chip coming in. Chips from boss.
We're gonna get to 30.
We still have one more.
Bomb and shock.
Just focus, boss. Just get to 30. Yeah, just focus, boss here. Get these ads down.
Yep.
Second pots are up.
Chips from
They won't add up. Pick the boss over there.
We got them all, yeah.
Chips from boss. Chip.
Leave it down in 8 seconds.
Yep. Gotta kill.
God damn it.
That's my fault. Spent half of it dead, sorry.
Yeah, but that's how the rage timer doesn't matter when we get into 30%. You just have so much time once you get 30% to kill him, right?
No, that's when the rage timer really kicks in.
Yeah.
That was not what I expected to happen. I thought we were going to see a loot box and it was death. That was sad.
Not for sure. I mean, the only other thing we could have done is hard switch ads and kill the ads, and then that way we have the whole time on hero.
Yeah, lesson learned.
That's the only other thing I can think of on that. Right?
Yeah,
So,
we lost a lot of uptime on that because we were trying to kill the ads instead of the boss. That's a lesson learned.
yeah, we just have to hard switch ads so we don't push the boss, and then or you hero before those ads come out. When we get to like 35% and push it and just keep going. So just a lesson learned. We can't have those ads up. Just too much time against 30%. I think we lost 20 seconds on that. Alright. Check your pots, check your files. Weapon foils.
I was very quiet and to the focus when there was no sound for the second. You want him to go?
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes when I reconnect them, I lose my audio.
Alright, here we go. It's nice, calm. Let's get this sucker killed, guys.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win, baby!
Yep. Shit.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Come in. Shields up.
Tips from boss. Yep.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Tips from boss. Yep. Ads.
Their bombs are up. I might die here.
All dead, all dead.
Oh, you put it right where they had spawn. Alright.
I'd rather that than where we can figure it out. Nothing else would make range do that one.
I have a shock token on.
Leave it alone.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb.
Oops.
Throw a bomb in.
Yep. Red chip. Add. Chips from boss. Chips.
Watch all the flame circles. They're going to be coming back.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Chips from boss. Chip. Chips from boss. Chip.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock.
Chips from boss. Right after that. Chips from boss.
Focus on those ads more.
Coin and shock.
To the boss. You want to focus more on the ads and the boss.
Chip.
Now hard on the boss. Hard on the boss. Once you get that ad down, push hard on the boss.
Once you get to 30.
Just wait.
We got 5 seconds.
Yeah, stop DPS. All DPS on boss. Stop.
Bomb and shock.
We're not actually going to deposit anything. We just need to kill these things.
Keep it right up there in the front. Nobody on that boss. Barely even hit it, Knight.
Boss.
No. Do not want to take it. It's starting to change.
Let's go ahead and push it.
Just less.
6 to 5 seconds.
Push it, push it, push it.
Dip. Detect. Chips from boss. It seems even when those ads come out, we have to do the mechanic.
It'll stop it once it gets 30%.
Is the problem that we're phasing in right when the ads come out? We just need to either go faster or slower.
Yeah.
I say when we do either one of two things. Right after that ad set we do, we would hero, so we would burn it faster. Or we'd be doing for the ads and then
that may not be a bad thing at that 35%. Right after the ads are dead, if he's at 35%, we hero. If he's not,
Ready to
we stop DPS.
the how or we win.
That's the kind of the quandary we're in right now, right? We need to stop DPS just a little sooner. I mean, just huge healing and stuff. You brought him down 2%.
Well, my Starfire's going to hit. Starfire's got it up.
Yeah, everybody's dots are going to drop him down. So, which is what happened there. I mean, we're right on the cusp. I mean, had we put the 2 coins in there, he would have reset the timer, and as soon as we hit 30%, he would have stopped all of that, and we would have been fine. We just got to fix that little piece, and I think we're good. So we'll watch it a little closer. Thank you, Len, Rex, myself. We're all calling that out, got to figure it out. So. Sure you have your buffs. You have 7 minutes on feast for most people.
All right, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win big.
Chips from bot. Chip.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Ouch. Chips. Chips from bot. Chips.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chips from bot. We got 3 down.
Wipe it.
Man, we can't be losing people on the very even the hard phase yet.
Yeah, sorry,
The how or we win.
Yeah, I saw it happening in front of me. I did anyways. I'm stupid. I'm getting tired, man.
This is it then, the last pull, right?
No, probably 2 left.
Got it.
Personal food.
For this one, I think I'm mobile enough to get the 2 coins myself. I know Ally must be frustrating. You don't get to do as much damage. So do you want it if I just handle the 2 coins?
If you think you can, go for it.
Sounds good.
It's entirely up to you guys. All right, then let me switch specs.
Let's try that and see how it works.
Alright.
know when you're ready, Alec.
Sorry, ready.
All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win,
Chips and bombs.
Rotation again.
Flame and coin.
Flaming coin.
Chips and bombs.
Focus on staying alive.
Yep. Chip. Chip.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Take it to Colin. Kill the ads.
Chips and bombs. Watch out for the circle.
Someone was trying to DPS their bomb.
This first set of bombs, they cannot. I mean, none of them can touch you.
Better luck next time.
Quack's only released.
I hope these chips callouts are helping, by the way.
They are.
They are.
Not perfect.
They're helping a lot.
I felt like up until that point it was going really well.
I get a song.
It's in progress.
All buffs, please. Personal food. And make sure you guys are showing up for raid, officially for the second half hour with your personal food.
Druid buff again, Sam. Missed the buff there. Thank you.
Just do the mechanics. We got this, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to win,
Chips and bombs. Yep.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Chips and bombs.
Res K loader farm.
We can just go on the walls that quickly.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Do some buff. You're up.
No res. We'll need another DPS to take it on. Switch fixates.
We got 4 dead.
Wipe it. Stand in lightning.
We'll do one last pull.
Stand in lightning.
Flame and bomb.
Oh, it's late. Yeah, one last really good pull in. The last pull tonight.
Seems to me like everybody ought to be running away from those bombs, period, until we sort out who's got them, who doesn't.
People are stopping and they're DPS them, and then they switch, and that's the part you have to be careful with. But when we were doing our best, everybody was heading towards Condom. This time here, people were running to the sides instead of running towards Condom. I don't know if they're DPSing themselves or what, but we're splitting them apart, and it's taking longer for them to die. So then we're getting a lot of raid-wide damage because that's stuff's going out, and the people that are lower health are falling over and dying. So.
Anti-ads are always priority in this fight. They go down before the boss does.
Yeah, they absolutely have to. So it's a hard switch on those. I had to get them out. I mean, I know you want to DPS your own box, but it's just best to get away and let everybody else kill them. So that the chances, I mean, it's amazing that the distance, because I'm kind of watching on the 2D replay, and it doesn't really even have to get all that close to you, and it'll explode, and then everybody dies. So you need to stay. It looks like it's like 10 yards. It gets within 10 yards, you die. So let's definitely let's try not to have any deaths going past that phase there. Make it nice and clean.
We got this.
Yep. Druid buff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's some bot.
Flame and coin.
Flame and coin.
Shit. Be more in flame.
Get that flame of the boss quickly.
Ship some bot. Yeah.
Shut up, guys. You're doing great.
Coin and bomb.
Coin and bomb.
Chips and bot.
That's coming out. Get the condom. Careful, if you don't have a line on you, get those ads, get them down.
Chips, watch out.
They're all down.
It's down. Chip.
Flame and bomb.
Flame and bomb.
Chips and bot. Chip.
Get him in. Kill shock.
Chip.
Alright, remember when these explode, they will leave a big old circle on the ground. And they'll ads are out. They're also going to shoot out tornadoes, so watch those.
Chip.
Alright, tornadoes coming back in, so be mindful. Here they come.
Shock and flame.
Shock and flame.
Chips and bot. Chip.
Oh!
Chips and bot. Chip. Chip.
Keep it up, guys. Look into that gray area on health, by the way.
Coin and shock.
Coin and shock.
Chips and bot. Chip.
We need shock in. We need shock in.
Now. 3, 2, 1.
Rod detected. That's wipe.
Simple shit.
We got some really good pulls in next week. This guy's dead.
Yep. All raids on Saturday night. Do keys as much as you can.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
We said 620 for item level for all right. Is that right?
625, yeah.
Bomb and shock.
Double heart.
8 p.m. on Saturday.
I'll be running that.
If you know, if I'm on and you guys want to do keys, I have no problem trying to get a group together.
Alright, let's go raid Kath.
Great pulls. It's obviously it's
She's playing Repo right now.
A lot of moving parts on this boss. It's a lot of fun too. I mean, it's hard to believe 2 hours went by. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was waiting on.
Yeah, this one.
Alright. Have a good night, everyone.
Boss.